Hey guys, good morning. It is Wednesday morning. It's almost 10 o'clock and we are on Capitol Hill. We're making our way down to the Supreme Court where today the court is hearing a case about transgender rights and puberty blockers. These are the medications that people take to block puberty. I think it's Tennessee is blocking the sale or use of puberty blockers for minors, and people are suing them, saying that they should have the right to have these drugs. Anyway, big case, lots of protesters, supposedly, and we're going to go down and, well, we'll see what we can see, yeah? So Capitol Hill is the general name for this neighborhood. The houses down here are all these townhouses, the federal-style townhouses. It's very expensive to live down here, though, truth be told, there's not a lot of amenities. There's not a lot of big grocery stores or anything right in the neighborhood. You gotta live off corner markets and whatnot. Still, it's cool to be close to the Capitol and all that. Sometimes your neighbor could be a congressman, you never know. We got a couple more blocks to go. It is cold. It's freezing cold, technically. I think it's in the 20s right now. That didn't stop a lot of people from coming out last night and sleeping on the sidewalks. Yeah, about 50 people were sleeping on the sidewalks for a chance to get in to the Supreme Court this morning and hear the arguments. Pass. Way too cold. Way too cold. Oh, looks like we got some riot vehicles down here. Civil disturbance units setting up just in case things get, well, difficult. These are K9 units, Special Operations Division. Across the street there, that's a Civil Disturbance Unit, CDU. All those cars in the van. Those are the bicycle cops. But to be honest, I think Capitol Police, CDU, is probably the first call. They're probably around the corner. They're just here in case it gets, well, more crazy. I think they worked out an agreement where the anti-puberty blocker people are protesting now, and then after they're done, the pro-puberty blocker people will come in. But who knows? It's a free country. People can show up when they want. Now, the general public can go into the Supreme Court when they're hearing decisions, but there's only room for about 60 people. So the first 60 in line, they're pretty much guaranteed to get in. Sometimes they rotate them. They give you like 10 minutes inside or one case inside, and then they bring in the next 60 or so. These people are lined up in the hopes that there's some heavy rotation, but to be honest, their chances of getting in is pretty bad if they're back this far at this hour. Okay. Not a huge crowd. Sounds like Nadine's out there. She's always playing that big music. That's the new Capitol Police CDU truck over there, that black one. It's like an old U-Haul they repainted as a SWAT type vehicle. That CDU is Civil Disturbance Units. That's the riot squad. Apparently they got two of these new cars. Well, there's a pretty good crowd out here. It's the new truck. These are all the TV dudes. Just playing music to annoy everyone. Police line keeping the roads safe.
Believe that a child can make irreversible medical decisions. To believe that parents can decide to name and sterilize their children. It is absurd to believe that if a child does not have his or her puberty blocked, get cross-sex hormones, or have healthy body parts removed, children, and not just in blue states. 14,000 children have had gender interventions performed on their bodies over 5 years. And this figure doesn't include Kaiser, one of the largest gender mills in our country.
So this group over here is the pro-puberty blockers. These are the anti-puberty blockers. They're going to meet later, but they're playing music now to disrupt this group, so they can't get their message across at all. And it's kind of crazy.
In a giant wide loop, taking in as much information as he could. Similar to the group Begum, the
Well, the cops are moving to the other side of the road. I think they're going to just close the whole road. That's probably smart. Getting too crowded. So this is the demilitarized zone. Volunteers keep them separated. Oh, they got their stereo going now. So when they're speaking, they'll play music, I guess. All right, I saw donuts. Let's go find the donuts. This woman was at like 4 boxes of Krispy Kreme. I don't know where she went. Must find donuts.
Girls, age 7 and 9 years old at the time. I said to myself, what the heck are those? That doesn't sound very good. And so I started researching this, and the more you learn, the crazier this gets. But it truly is the job of a parent today to protect their kids from gender ideology. Because we have a cult which has captured our medical system, it has captured our governments, it's captured supranational organizations, and it's even in our schools, teaching children that if they have distress about their sex, that they must have been born in the wrong body.
To destroy the ideological capture of our institutions, fights to take this out of our healthcare and our educational systems. We will strive to hold every last hospital, organization, and doctor and surgeon accountable for their crimes against our children.
To do with you, it is egregious. It is egregious. It's hateful. It's hateful. It's hateful. And you say it's holy. You say it's holy. You are not pious for punishing innocent lives. You are pompous. Your desperate attempts to damage your neighbor does not make you devout. No, it is clear you are devoid, lacking in what it means to lead with love.
Camaraderie and unity, that's my truth. Healthcare should be between a doctor and their patients. That's my truth. We've been fighting for way too long to be this patient. That's my truth. Today are about all of our children. That they know what mind your own what? Mind your own what?
But that we go back to our states, back to our cities, and that we understand that the
football for Alabama. The case before the court, United States of America versus Scarametti, is about far more than a legal debate over Tennessee's law. It's about whether states retain the right to protect children from irreversible harm. Commissioned by the Swedish government, for example, concluded that scientific basis is not sufficient to continue to conduct hormone treatments on children without further research. This is Sweden. On October 23rd, 2024, the New York Times reported that the results from an ongoing multi-million-dollar federal project on transgender youth has been buried because of political considerations. That's a study by the National Institutes of Health that your taxpayer dollars paid for.
Fight for bodily autonomy, for racial justice, for justice and liberation for us all. And as a trans people, we have always existed. We have always been. We have never needed the state to validate our existence.
Confusion and discomfort in their own bodies. Just like every generation of children before them, without that confusion being seized upon as a pretext to do irreparable harm to their bodies. So to the trans activists over there claiming this is all about the rights of children, I say again, yes, you're right, it is. They have a right to be protected from you.
I was a child. My name is Avi Stein. I'm a rabbi. I'm a board member of Transformative Schools. And most importantly today, I am an out and proud trans person.
Thank you, Chris. Our next speaker, many of you know, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I am here to declare that God created us, male and female, in His image. He created us. What you're hearing is the outcry from the demons and those that worship evil that are abusing our children believe the lie that comes directly from Satan. We must do everything we can to protect children. Children have to grow up. Their innocence must be protected, and we must stand as a people.
Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ethan.
Coming out. Coming out.
No, it scared me so much.
Coming out.
We love you, TT. Doctrinated, yay!
All right.
Nice.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay. It's freezing out here.
It sure is. It is freezing. Nice. Got it. Sorry, coming out. Coming out. All right, got my shot. She's meeting people as she goes. Interview.
My bill, Protect Children's Innocence, as the sponsor in the Senate. This bill has a lot of support, and President Trump will sign it into law. So I came here today to just let the parents are being brainwashed by the worst lie. This evil lie, an ideology that destroys
I'm sorry.
who they are and who they are created by God. There's only two genders.
Just trying to get the dome.
Representative McBride seeking to use female bathrooms and closets. You're a disgrace to women. You're a disgrace to women, Marjorie. How you about to say about that? You're a disgrace to women, Marjorie. Marjorie, you're a disgrace to women. You're a disgrace to women, Marjorie.
Thank you for protecting my daughter.
What the Supreme Court decides in this case will determine whether more than 100,000 transgender and non-binary children and their families will have the freedom to make decisions about their health care with a trained provider or be forced to follow rules that are set by politicians. We will not simply stand by while Republicans
like this because she is always there. Please give it up for the legend, the icon, actress Annette Bening.
Hello, everyone. Such an incredible crowd. Freedom to be ourselves. Protect trans kids. All rights for all. Different is not wicked. Parents and providers and politicians, we're all here together. It's such an honor to be part of this joyous celebration and this principled fight for rights. And all trans folks need to be seen and heard. There is nothing to be frightened of. For people out there who may be hearing this, who haven't met someone who's trans, you have. Trans folks are everywhere.
Senator Fetterman is here. He's just passing by. Where's he going to speak? I guess he's going to speak. Senator Fetterman, but I don't think he's going to speak. I think he's going into his office in his trademark sweats and shorts.
Elliot Page.
Trans man. was finally able to embrace myself wholly, to heal my internalized transphobia, the self-hatred stopped. And goodness, do I want that feeling for everyone, whoever you are, whatever prevents. What a horrible feeling, exactly. And I wish for that feeling to subside and for self-love to take its place. For the sensations of discomfort and hate to transform into curiosity, expansion, to complete, unabashed self-acceptance, and ultimately, yes, to joy.
He was inside arguing on our behalf, and he outpoured. Let's show him all the love, y'all. Give it up for James Straight You.
Yes, stay with me. You guys, I love you. Love being trans. I love being with you. And we are going to take care of each other. Thank you for being here. I felt it inside.
Still getting grabbed for photos.
And so you sit with it and you just wait for a decision. But at the end of the day, I think that we were in a courtroom full of beautiful trans people and a rally of beautiful trans people outside. And whatever happens, we'll just keep fighting for our people. All right.
Okay, guys, we are behind the Supreme Court now, where it's actually quite peaceful. Now, the Tennessee Attorney General, who argued on behalf of Tennessee, he didn't speak to the press, or he didn't speak to the rally. He spoke to the press. I didn't get up there in time before they sealed it up. The other guy, he spoke to his supporters, and we got him going out. Anyway, let's go eat. It's been hours. We've been out here for hours, and it's freezing cold, and I'm starving. So we're gonna go pop a computer open, file these photos, and eat a sandwich, yeah? Okay, guys, that was that. It's now lunchtime. I think we're gonna go get a burger in Virginia. The only problem is I don't remember where I parked my car. Okay, guys, Supreme Court's over. Lunch is on hold. We've got a structure fire, vacant apartment building on fire on the other side of the river over in Anacostia. So we're gonna jump on the freeway, try to get down there and see if we can cover this fire. Okay, guys, we are down in Anacostia on Marion Berry Avenue, used to be known as Good Hope Road. Looks like the fire was just external. It didn't go inside the building, so it's nothing. They're gonna stand down some of the units, I think. All right, let's get some food. Well, it doesn't look like they've stood down yet. There's still fire trucks in the intersection and blocking the roads. Let's see what we can get a couple pictures maybe. Still quite a bit of smoke coming out of this, but they said it was just external damage. Somebody lit the outside on fire. Okay, so someone lit the outside of that place on fire. Didn't really get inside. They stopped it pretty quick. But now we got another fire call on the other side of town. We're going to head towards that, but I don't think it's going to pan out. And if that's the case, we'll just get a burger. Okay, guys, so it's like 3:40. I still have not eaten lunch. This really blows. I had 1,200 photos I had to go through and get up to the agencies. That's done. Now we're going to go eat lunch. You can see the helicopter is just at rooftop levels as it cuts across this part of Northwest DC. There he is in focus now. Continuing the surveys today and for the next 10 days. Okay, guys, so I kind of forgot Arsenal's playing. We're currently beating Man United 2-0. Yeah. We're just going to skip lunch, yeah. We'll just find some dinner later. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. You'll see my dinner in tomorrow's video. Biden gets back sometime tonight. They light the Christmas tree tomorrow. I don't think I can go, but if I can, you'll see it. And of course, we'll go run around DC. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.